Subscribe.
I hear you want to study architecture. Seriously, you want to study architecture? Okay. No problem. But you need to watch this video first. You need plenty tips. Not plenty. I'm not going to scare you. But you need to know some things. You need to, be prepared. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. You get? You need to know that architecture is not a regular course. It is very tedious and rigorous. So, my dear, if you really want to continue with studying architecture, then you need to sit down and hear everything I have to say because I am a product. In fact, I am still a student of architecture as we speak. So, yeah, I'm just going to be sharing my own experience with you as a student of architecture. The first thing you have to actually know if you want to study architecture is that it is a very rigorous course and it is very time consuming. The funny thing is that it's not like we're cramming anything, like those studying law or other courses. We're not cramming anything. Well, you research, make your knowledge more robust and all of that, but you don't need to cram anything. You don't need to come and start cramming this one and that one. But the way your back will pain you, hey, your eyes will get red because of their strained. The course is very rigorous, my brother and my sister. You have to be very careful, and it is something that is very tedious because it's time consuming and it demands a lot of attention. I always hear this thing, and I was actually told the same thing, and I'm going to still pass down that message to you. If you are not passionate about architecture, do not study architecture. If you think that, well, you are good at drawing and you think you can study architecture, you just because you are good at drawing, my dear, please consider another course. So consider maybe fine arts. I don't know where you're watching this video from, but becoming an architect, like having license, it takes a minimum of 6 years. At least here in Nigeria, it takes a minimum of 6 years. 4 years or 5 years, bachelors of science degree, then 1 or 2 years, 2 years mostly for masters. So it depends,
Subscribe.
really. I feel like nobody told me this one, but like, all those creativeness and everything. The thing is that there are different lecturers and different teachers with different tastes, especially in the Nigerian setting here. Most of the lecturers have different tastes, so sometimes they will want like curves and you make you to be crazy. Some of them will just want you to be plain and make you to do things that they claim to be realistic, because I don't know how making curves in a building does not make it realistic. I mean, everything and almost anything is buildable, especially with technology we have. So, my dear, don't get demoralized when you are told that this your design cannot work because of it has a lot of curves in it. It's just because of the setting you are in. The school environment will not allow you to express your creativity. There are some schools that will actually appreciate it, don't get me wrong, but just know your school. I will not lie to you, I will not. Architecture is expensive. Studying architecture is very expensive. If you know how much we spend on materials here, omo, you but don't worry, it's like a slow and steady process. Like, it's slowly, so you not know when you have used over 100K to just purchase materials. So just get ready, make sure your pocket is heavily endowed, not like heavily endowed, but like just know you'll be ready to spend a lot on materials. An interesting part of architecture is that you get to explore and visit places. You have to actually be someone that is open to visiting new places,
Subscribe.
seeing and taking note of beautiful architectures. Like, it will actually help your imaginative creations and your ability to create, that kind of thing. You need to go to places that would reimburse your whole flair for architecture. Like, when you see buildings, you'll be like, wow. Do you know that buildings can heal? Like, you can be traumatized or something, like on a light trauma, and when you see a really nice composed building, you suddenly feel so calm. Like, it can be calming because of the type of materials they use or something. So, my dear, you need to explore as an architecture student or as someone that is vying to study architecture, basically. Another tip you need to know if you are thinking of studying architecture is being flexible with your hands. Earlier on I said that architecture is not about sketching and everything. My dear, it is not like you don't need to, but like if you think because you can draw you can study architecture, you're on your own o. But still saying, you have to know how to sketch. You have to sketch often, and they say practice makes perfect. So you have to make sure you are improving on your skills, like on a daily basis, that kind of thing. Because like in as much as sketching is very important, you have to build your creativity and all of those type of skills so that you can survive in the school of architecture. My dear, if you are someone like me that cannot take a simple correction, I think you have to start practicing to get skills that will help you to take correction more likely, because these lecturers or the teachers in the school of architecture, they are, will I say, mean and harsh with their correction. Most times they will scribble on your hard end work, like your sleepless nights. You come and see one lecturer carrying pen and sketching everything that you have done like it is totally useless, and you cannot obviously do anything about it. In this place where I am, if they cancel your sheet, just know that all you can do is go and start again after crying, my dear, because there is nothing else you want to do. What will you do? You will not be the lecturer now. They are correcting you, and if you not take that correction, then you will fail, my dear. Just forget it, my dear. And like designing is a main course here, so it's least I forget to add, you actually need to have some skills in softwares that we use in architecture, like Revit, AutoCAD. Although AutoCAD is becoming outdated and all, but in some countries it is still the main software they use for designing, so you have to still have a knowledge about it. Revit, SketchUp, ArchiCAD, these softwares will help you. You don't need to know all of them, but like the basics, you need to know the basics. Like you can be good in maybe one, like Revit or SketchUp or ArchiCAD. Basically, it's based on personal preference. Personally, here we use Revit and Archi and AutoCAD more than the rest of the software. Does not mean that students don't use the other softwares. You just have to have a good knowledge and a good understanding about this software before entering a school of architecture. So you are on this channel and you have not subscribed. What are you waiting for? What? So please subscribe, leave a comment, give this video a thumbs up, and tell me if you will still like to study architecture. It was really exciting telling you about architecture and my little experience. But my dear, we have to come to a close on this chapter of studying, of things you have to know before studying architecture. I hope it was helpful and you would have better choices when picking your lifetime career or your lifetime, degree. Until next time, see you. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a thumbs up, leave comments. It will help me a lot. Thank you. Bye.